Hello, children. Welcome to a new lecture for social science. So again, students, as we have completed the explanation part of the video, in the last lecture we have already completed from history, chapter number 4, all the explanation. I hope that you are reading the textbook also. So today we are going to discuss the question answers of this chapter number 4. Okay. So this is the lecture, uh, chapter 4, history. Today's we are going to discuss the topic is the textual question answer discussion video as presented by Jabez Matthew. Okay, so here it is. I'll show the textbook. Okay, so here is the textbook on your screen, as you can see. That is on page number 44 for chapter number 4, history. So let's discuss for today's part. So after this, we'll be moving on forward for the worksheet. Okay, the worksheet in this chapter, I think if it's possible, yeah. So in this chapter, we'll put up a discussion video if possible. Otherwise, we'll go into the next chapter directly. Let's see if, yeah, if it comes, the time remains, then we'll take up the video for worksheet also. Otherwise, I'll provide you directly the worksheet question answers. So mostly I'm giving you the new worksheet question and answers, but that is actually correct one. Okay, because the worksheet that you have right now with you is as per the last year's book, that is next social. I hope that you are some of you, I'm just telling for all those children or to all those parents those who still not understood why I'm changing the question answers. It is only because from this year, as we are following the NCERT based syllabus textbook, so from that part I am giving the question, and that's why I am changing the worksheet question answers as per that you have right now with you. Okay, so that is on based on the last year syllabus, but this year, as we have connected or as we have changed or we have switched to NCERT textbook, so according to that I am preparing the worksheet question answers. That's why I'm sharing you directly the questions as well as the answers, the new questions and answers with you. Okay, so that it will be helpful for you. You have to learn and you have to write down those worksheet question answers also in your notebook. Okay, that you keep in mind, not only of this chapter, of the chapters that I have completed, that I have given the question answers of worksheet. All those worksheet question answers you have to write down in your notebook also, along with this textual question answers. After writing the textual question answers, you have to write down the worksheet question answers that I provide the PDF file. Looking that PDF file, first of all, you can take the printout and then you can or you can write down from that from your phone or laptop or from wherever you access. Okay, you can look and write down that PDF. From that PDF format you can write down in your notebook, but you have to, it is compulsory that you must write down the worksheet question answers also in your notebook. Yeah, because it is very important. Yeah, and first of all, you have to write down the textual question answers. Then after, move on for the worksheet question answers. So I hope that it is clear with you all. Okay, but still, if you find any difficulty in understanding, just you can contact me anyhow. This is, as you have my number in your group, you can call me at any time. I'll just help you out to complete what all things you have to complete in your note. Okay. So yeah, so today's discussion part is for the textual question answers of chapter 4, history, as we have completed the explanation. So let's move on. So what is the first question? This is in your page number 44 in your textbook. Okay, that is, let's recall. So as I am always saying to you, we'll be discussing the let's recall as well as the let's discuss. Okay. So the let's do is a kind of an activity that after discussing these 5 questions, we'll just look into it. So this the 6, 7, 8 is just kind of an activity. It's if possible, if you can do as per your convenience, but it will really help you a lot to understand what this chapter is about. That's why these activities are given. So I'm not telling that you have to ignore it. No, but if possible, you have to do it so that you will get a little more idea of what this chapter was about. Okay, that's why this let's do section is just kind of an activity. Okay, if it's possible, you can write down, or it is if this question is regarding some activities that can be done in your house itself. Okay, then you can collect some list or like that, and you can write down in your notebook. Okay, so that is as per your convenience. But in this chapter, the main questions in your textbook are that question number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. These 5 questions are really very important that you have to note down in your notebook. Okay, yeah. So first, let's discuss this, and then later on, I'll provide the answers, solutions for these answers also, these questions also. Okay. So let's start. What is the first question? That is match the columns, match the following. So what is that first given? Suktas. It is given as stone boulders. Chariots. It is given as sacrifice. Yagna. It is said as well said. The asa is said as used in battles, and megalith is said as slave. So this is the match. We have to match the correct answer for this. So what is that? First, for sukta, as in our explanation part, I have already explained you what is the meaning of sukta. The moment the it is on the first lecture I have explained you. The first point we just started. The chapter was started with that point only. What is the meaning of sukta? Okay, I have already explained you. The meaning of sukta is well said. So that you have to match with the third answer. Okay, yes, that is sukta is matches with well said. The meaning of sukta is well said. Second is chariot. Chariot is, as I have already explained to you, chariots are used in battles, so that matches with used in battles. Third is yagna. Obviously, it matches with this second one. Yes, as I'm highlighting it, yagna means sacrifice, and dasa. Dasa means I have said the meaning of dasa is slave. Slave. Okay. Meaning of dasa is what? Slave. Slave is the meaning of dasa, so that you can match dasa with slave. And megalith means it is a stone boulder, as I have already explained in today's lecture. Okay. Yeah. So so we have discussed the match the following. What is the second part? The second question is complete the sentences. So let's see. What is the first fill up? A. You have to complete the sentences. It is not a fill up. It is you have to complete the entire sentence. And slaves were used for what? Slaves were used for work. Means dasa, as we have already said. They were used to do the work as their kings told or ordered them. Okay. Slaves were used for work. And megaliths are found in dash. Megaliths are found in what? In the south of India, northeast and Kashmir, as you can see in your textbook. In your textbook on page number 39, you can see megaliths are found where? See on the last line of that paragraph. See, it was prevalent throughout the Deccan, South India. Okay, so it is found in South India. So answer is obviously what? Megalith are found in the South India and the northeast, in the northeast Kashmir. Okay, in the northeast and Kashmir. As you can see on in your textbook, page number 39, it is given. So in this way you can match, you can complete the sentence. Third is stone circles, okay, or boulders on the surface were used to what? indicate the exact place of burial. As I have already explained you in today's lecture, that stone circles, as I have shown you in a figure type, that circles or boulders on surface were used for what? For indicating the exact place of burial. Means the people may understand that this is the place where the burial takes place. Okay. And fourth, portholes were used for what? Yeah, the burying the other member of the same family at the same place. So in that way, portholes, it was used as an entrance so that the other member of that family or the same family may be entered through that and may can be buried with the other skeleton. Okay, yeah. So what is the fifth one? People at Inamgaon ate what? What kind of food they used to eat? They ate which kind of food? Means as we have already seen that they ate wheat, barley, rice, pulses, millets, peas, sesame, etc. Okay, so this is what they ate. So as we discussed the fill-ups, so this is what the answers will be. Now let's move on for the let's discuss section. So here we are actually discussing the yeah. So let's discuss for question number 3. So yeah, what is the question? In what ways are the books we read today different from Rig Veda? So we have to yeah we have to you can say you have to match or you can describe the books that you read in today's world. Okay, so are what are the differences between the books that you read today, and is there any difference between the Rig Veda that you read? Okay, that we have read in the chapter already. We have come to know what is Rig Veda. Okay, so is there any difference between these two books? So you have to write down the answer like this, that the answer would be, see, the most important points of difference between Rig Veda and modern books are that today books are written and read. In today's world, as we can see, books are been written as well as read. But the Vedas or the Rig Veda were memorized by the students, later passed on to the later generations by speaking, listening, and then memorizing. So this is what the difference is. What is the difference? Because in today's world, the books are being both they are handwritten as means they are in a written format as well as they can be read. But in those days, the Rig Veda, what is the difference with this Rig Veda? But if we consider Rig Veda, so that was not written. It was not in a written format. But the people, what did people used to? The people used to memorize that Rig Veda, and then they used to tell about this Rig Veda in to other people. And what did they do? Those people, those who were hearing this, they used to memorize this thing, and then again they would tell that things to other people. So it was just going that process. Means the written Rig Veda was not in written form. They used to memorize it and they used to speak in front of others, and people used to listen and memorize it. This is what the difference between today's world, today's books as well as Rig Veda is. Okay. Now, what is the fourth question? What kind of evidence from burials do archaeologists use to find out whether there were social differences amongst those who were buried? So, what kind of evidences were there? What kind of evidence from burials do archaeologists use to find out whether there were social differences amongst those who were buried? So, what were the difference and was it social? So the objects answer would be like the objects found in graves are they are actually different. Okay, so we find different objects. Okay, as we have already in the explanation part, we have come to know many different objects are also found in graves along with the dead bodies. Okay, so and some skeletons were buried with what great number of pots. So along with the dead bodies, they used to bury pots. Uh, while some with just a few of them. Okay, and archaeologists have thus concluded what did they conclude? They conclude that people were buried with objects depending upon their status. As we have already seen when we were in the chapter, when I was explaining, I already told you. So people used to recognize dead body in the sense, the things that were buried along with that dead body, with that preference they would come to know that which kind of people they were, whether these people were poor or whether the person was rich or poor. That they would come to know only because of the objects that were being buried along with their dead body. Okay, this is what the archaeologists found out. Okay, now let's move on to the last question of the chapter, the main question, that in what ways do you think that life of a Raja was different from that of Dasa or Dasi? So, in which way you can differentiate the life of Raja, as we have already seen, okay, and as well as the life of a Dasa, or we can say servant, a Dasa or Dasi. Okay, so the answer would be like this. You have to write down like that in the society. The answer is like this: the Raja was one of the highest civil positions. So that we already believe that Raja is the wealthiest person in the, okay, the entire society. Okay, and Rajas were the kings of the community. Okay, they were known as the kings, and whereas dasas were the lowest position. So there was kind of a difference between rajas were kind of high qualified people or highly rich people, while dasa and dasis were what, they're in the lowest position among people, okay, people in the society. So the dasas were slaves who were used for work. So this whatever the rajas told, or whatever works they gave to this Das and Dasi, they would do it. This is what means. This Dasa means they are servants of this Raja. Raja means king. Okay, so this Dasa or Das or Dasi were slaves who were used to work, and they were treated as what? They were treated as the property of their owners. Yeah, so they were. So the owners thought in this sense that the Das and Dasi are the property of them. Means without them, their work cannot be processed. So they were captured in a war. So what did how did the kings or the rajas use them? They used that men and women, those who used to serve them, they used that men and women in to fight in a battle. Means along with a fight in a battle, they used to hold them also. So this is how uh, we can say that the life of Raja as well as the life of Dasa or Dasi was different from each other. This is how you have to write down the question. This is what the answer is. Okay, so I hope that you understood. And yes, just let's have a glance on that. Then let's do portion. It's an activity. You no need to worry about it. Okay. See, find out whether your school library has a collection that you can do. If right now in today's position, it cannot be done as no one is there in school, right? Okay, so this activity we cannot do in today's world, but you can do it by in place of school. You can take as your home if it's possible. Okay, so you can. If you have any collection of books on religion, then you can list the names of those 5 books from that collection. If you have at your home, instead of school, you can add home there, and you can write down by yourself that if your home has any books related to or religious books, you can list the name of that or names of that 5 books from this collection. So this is what you can do in the 6th. And 7th, write down a short poem or song that you have memorized. Do you hear or read the poem or song? And how did you learn it by heart? This is what you can write down short poem or song, okay, that you might have memorized it, so that you can hear and read the poem, or you can sing uh, Okay, that song if you have, and how did you learn it by heart. So that things you can do. Okay, this is, as I've told you, this is only a kind of activity in order to get that, yeah, the connection with the chapter, get your interaction with the chapter. For that purpose these activities are being given, but don't ignore it completely. If it's possible, it would be really helpful for you, so it would be a little more interesting for you to understand what this chapter is. That's why, so if possible, you can do it, this chapter question number 6, 7 and 8. Okay, so yes, so today's textual question and discussion we have completed. So yeah, so now let's move on for, again, for the next lecture. We'll move on for chapter number 5 of this history. Okay, the worksheet I'll send you directly. That is only perfect. That would be perfect because it would save time. Okay, I will just directly give you the worksheet question answers. Okay, yeah. So write down after getting the notes of worksheet, then first of all complete the textual question answers in your notebook, then complete the worksheet that I provide. Okay, so I hope that you understood the answer discussion of the textual question answer. So until we meet, okay, in the next lecture, take care and bye.